Between him and his dreams, procrastination, it's a constant battle. Every day he'd drop his backpack, the weight of his responsibilities seemingly lifted for a moment, and immediately grab the game controller, seeking instant gratification. He'd glance at his books, a fleeting moment of guilt, and tell himself, "I'll study later." It's a promise he makes every day. One game turned into hours lost, the clock ticking away, unnoticed in his digital world. The history book stayed closed, its pages untouched, its knowledge unabsorbed. Promises to start early broken again and again, a cycle of good intentions and poor execution. Social media sucked him in next, a vortex of endless content. Just a quick check, he tells himself, to see what's new. Then endless scrolling, lost in the highlight reels of other people's lives. He watched others live their lives, achieving their goals, while his own was on pause, stuck in a perpetual state of later. By the time he noticed, it was late, the day almost gone. And then, panic set in, a cold wave of anxiety washing over him, and the mountain of work felt impossible, a daunting task he couldn't face. He traded peace for cheap fun, sacrificing long-term goals for short-term pleasure. Night after night, the same pattern repeating itself. The cycle repeated, a self-destructive loop he couldn't seem to escape. Stress, regret, and unfinished work piling up, a constant reminder of his procrastination. Alex was stuck, trapped in a cycle of his own making. Potential wasted, opportunities missed, all because of later. That dreaded word. He was a spectator in his own life, watching from the sidelines, letting distractions win, allowing instant gratification to dictate his future. Every day ended with the same regret, the same feeling of disappointment. He was setting himself up for failure, paving a path towards unrealized dreams. And only he could break the cycle, only he could take control of his life. But would he? Would he find the strength to change? Procrastination costs more than just time. It's an insidious thief, subtly eroding your potential and stealing precious moments of your life. It steals your peace of mind, leaving you constantly on edge and unable to fully relax. The weight of undone tasks hangs heavy, casting a shadow over everything you do. Alex's late-night panic became a constant companion, a recurring nightmare fueled by deadlines and mounting pressure. It became constant stress, a relentless cycle of anxiety and last-minute scrambles. He couldn't enjoy free time, even when he desperately needed it. He was always haunted by unfinished work, a specter of undone tasks looming over his every moment of leisure. Exhaustion led to sloppy assignments, rushed and carelessly executed, and ultimately, slipping grades, a tangible consequence of his procrastination. His teachers saw potential, a spark of brilliance that flickered beneath the surface. But his report card told a different story, a stark contrast to the promise they saw in him. Missed opportunities piled up like unopened letters gathering dust in a forgotten corner, while others chased dreams, fearlessly pursuing their passions and ambitions. Alex watched from the sidelines, a silent observer of a life he felt he couldn't reach. He never knocked on doors, hesitant to take the first step towards a brighter future. That were open to him, opportunities waiting to be seized. Each broken promise to himself, each task left undone, chipped away at his confidence, slowly eroding his belief in his own capabilities. He started to believe he was lazy, a self-fulfilling prophecy taking root in his mind. Doubting his own abilities, questioning whether he had what it took to succeed. Jealousy and shame grew, festering within him as he compared himself to others, as friends succeeded, achieving milestones and celebrating victories. Procrastination didn't just hurt his grades, it had a far more profound impact. It hurt his self-respect, damaging his sense of worth and leaving him feeling inadequate. The real cost? Believing he wasn't good enough, a deeply ingrained belief that held him back from reaching his full potential. Every later was a step away, a gradual drift away from the life he envisioned, from his goals, pushing them further into the realm of unattainable dreams. The future he wanted, the life he yearned for, was slipping further out of reach, fading into the distance with each passing day. But it wasn't too late to change, to rewrite his story and reclaim his future. Every story, no matter how big or small, has a turning point. A moment where everything shifts, where the path ahead diverges. For Alex, that moment arrived on a particularly gloomy, rainy Tuesday. The kind of day that makes you want to stay in bed. It was also the day he faced a blank project, a looming deadline due tomorrow. He stared at his empty poster board, the white expanse mocking him, feeling utterly defeated and overwhelmed by the task ahead. His dad walked in, not to scold or add to the pressure but to gently remind him, "You're better than this, Alex, you're capable of so much more. Your future won't wait forever, son." You need to start building it today. No excuses this time, just a slow, understanding nod. Something clicked deep inside him. Alex was tired of the constant stress, the disappointing bad grades, and the heavy weight of letting himself down, time and time again. He realized the endless distractions weren't bringing him genuine happiness. They were actively holding him back from achieving his potential and reaching his goals. He understood that real, lasting satisfaction comes from doing the hard work, and from keeping the promises you make to yourself no matter how small they seem. That night, under the dim glow of his desk lamp, Alex made a conscious choice. No more putting things off until later. He deliberately put his phone away, silencing the notifications, closed all the distracting tabs on his laptop, and finally, he started working on the project. It wasn't easy, the doubts still lingered, but he pushed through the initial resistance. For the first time in a long time, he felt like he was fighting for his dreams, instead of constantly working against them through procrastination and self-sabotage. That project became more than just a grade. It represented a fresh start, a new beginning filled with possibility. Alex finally took control of his life, one small, deliberate step at a time. The old, destructive cycle was finally breaking, replaced by a new one of growth and self-improvement. Want to be like the new Alex? Here's your game plan. Break big tasks into small steps. Research, outline, draft, finish. Focus on one step at a time. That's how you climb the mountain. Create a distraction-free zone. Phone out of sight, notifications off, workspace clear. Control your environment before it controls you. Try the 50-10 rule. Work hard for 50 minutes, then take a 10-minute break. Short sprints beat endless marathons. Make a daily to-do list. Just 3 key tasks. Clear targets mean less wasted time and more progress. A plan turns wishes into goals and goals into reality. Consistency is your secret weapon. Every small win builds momentum. Stay focused, stay organized, and keep moving forward. Your time is valuable. Protect it. Success is built one smart choice at a time. Yesterday doesn't define you today as a new chance. You're not lazy or a procrastinator, you're someone with dreams and the power to change. Every morning is a clean slate. Choose discipline over distraction. Believe in yourself more than your doubts. When the voice says quit or later, make it your employee, not your boss. Be your own biggest supporter. Tell yourself, I can do this. Your future is built right now, brick by brick. Every assignment finished is a step closer to your dreams. Small choices matter, they add up to big results. The time for later is over. Get in the game, make a plan, turn off distractions, and start. The feeling of accomplishment beats any quick distraction. Your future is calling. Answer it, go get what's yours.